Good evening. Welcome back to the Land Before Time Therapy. Tonight I will be discussing some lessons that we could learn from the 10th movie of the Land Before Time franchise. And for those who haven't seen this, this might be a spoiler alert, so try to watch the movie before seeing this. But if not, it's okay. You can find out for yourself as well. The 10th movie is called The Great Longneck Migration. In this one, Littlefoot and his grandparents share an unusual sleep story, which we call a dream, that leads them on a fantastic journey. The always curious Sarah, Spike, Ducky, and Petrie quickly follow behind. Throughout this enchanting adventure, they discover many new creatures, wonders of nature, dangers, and delights. They eventually meet up with the largest gathering of dinosaurs ever, including one very special Longneck that Littlefoot thought he would never see. Featuring the unforgettable voices of an award-winning cast including Kiefer Sutherland, Bernadette Peters, and James Garner, and an original song which was performed by the Grammy winner Olivia Newton-John from Greece. This story is actually filled with lessons on friendship and diversity that deliver a fun and captivating story for the whole family. So the sleep story actually leads to some kind of adventure, as I was mentioning, to see something really great and amazing, something that was going to happen. So it was like a vision of the future. And this got all the Longnecks, not just Littlefoot and his grandparents, but every single Longneck ever, wherever they were, the Great Valley or wherever homes they came from. They all gathered into one place to witness a great event that was about to happen, which I've actually seen myself, a solar eclipse where the moon and the sun come together and it makes the day dark for a little while. In this one, they thought it was a way for them to save the world, you know, like how the night circle and the bright circle got jealous of each other, and how the Longnecks had to use their heads to push the bright circle back up to the sky from reaching to the earth. That's what they thought it was. And it was really amazing. Even though I've seen it myself, even though I've never saved the world like that. That would be kind of strange. But the thing about also friendship is also making a hard decision sometimes, because the Longneck that Littlefoot would see, which could be the spoiler alert here, is his father named Braun. So Littlefoot and his father actually get to meet for the first time, and it's a joy for Littlefoot, even learning about his story, because you might think his dad must have dumped him, like dumped his mom, but it wasn't like that at all. When you see the movie, you'll find out. I don't want to give too much away. But here you'll have to find out what Littlefoot decides to do, because even though he found his father, he had to make a tough decision, whether to go with his father to another land or return to the Great Valley with his friends and grandparents. But that is something you'll have to find out yourself. I don't want to give that away. But it goes to show, even though we all sometimes get visions of the future, like I've got a couple myself with my grandmother and my brother. It's always fun to go on adventures, though. Like in their song they have called Adventuring, where Littlefoot wants to go adventuring, like see other things. That's like me. I like to go adventuring myself, to see new things, explore new places, because there's so much to do, so much to see out there in the world. It's just amazing, even the beauty of it. That was another thing that was very interesting, to see the beauty of other places you've never been to before, and the dangers along the way, unless you're prepared. But that's not just the point. A big lesson learned here about friendship is, even though friends will go away, they'll always be in our hearts, wherever they go. And that's a good theme of friendship, to always remember that even though friends will probably go away or move away, What's important is they'll always be in our hearts, and that they will always be friends. Always. In our hearts. As long as we think about them, they're not truly gone. And that's a big thing to learn from this movie. And besides making difficult decisions, which we might have to do sometimes, with work or even a family or a place to live or anything like that. So it kind of shows we have to get out of our comfort zone sometimes in order to be able to accomplish big things or even make different turns in our lives. Which you will hear in the song called Best of Friends, which will be performed by Olivia Newton-John and also by the entire gang as well. But it's amazing how you can actually find loved ones that you never thought you'd ever meet. It could be kind of hard to understand why you never saw them before. But when you learn about their stories, you actually can grow to love them more and be able to become closer to them and be able to develop a relationship with them. Because that's what happened here when Littlefoot was able to find his father and develop a good relationship with him. It's always good to have good relationships with our fathers. Sometimes it's not always easy, but you have to try to accomplish that with your fathers. Well, I hope you enjoy this adventure of the Great Longneck Migration and how making difficult decisions and learning the true power of friendship can really change our lives. Even when we don't think about it at the moment, because we all take it for granted. And one thing to remember is to not take friendship for granted, because it'll be very important, especially when you have to make difficult decisions sometimes about who to stay with or who your friends are. So I hope you also develop a spirit of adventuring like I had through this story, and of seeing amazing things like an eclipse. Hopefully you guys can get a chance to see one yourself. So, until next time, this is Paul May signing off. Good night.